The other team inbounding on the side, looking to get some free throws late in the game is never a good situation to be in. But you guys defended twice, forced two turnovers. What did you kind of see from the guys in that situation?
Just try to stay to a body. If we denied, their outlets at some point, it's going to be a jump ball with Jimmy. West did a great job of battling, but it helped that Giannis was down there to get, extra length guy to get a hand on it and, tie him up.
I think Drew's now had 3 go-ahead or game-winner shots where you guys don't call timeout and just let him go to work. Just kind of what kind of trust do you have in him at this point to just let him go?
He's one of the tougher guys to guard. With a live dribble, he's so good at getting into the paint and creating and finishing. So at that point, we said it was going to be no timeout, so whoever got it, which we knew was going to be Jrue with the tip, the way we were lined up, just give him space and, let him create. He did a great job fitting his head down to the basket and, getting a big layup for us to get the win.
When Giannis goes out with early foul trouble, just kind of what goes through your mind and kind of goes into your mindset offensively?
Just knowing that it's going to come to me a little bit more, maybe a little bit more attention also, so I just got to be smart about how I try to attack, but definitely try to be aggressive. I think that's mainly it, hoping, when he comes back in, he doesn't pick up another cheap one because we need him out there.
Khris, you all. Oh.
Go ahead. Just a lot has been made about this stretch you have coming up with the Bulls after this, Suns after this, and you've talked about how important this stretch run was for you. A win like this, coming from 14 down, 6 minutes left, what can it do for you just in terms of momentum, building maybe more than building off this?
It just gives us confidence that, no matter how much we're down at any point in the game, our defense still is going to give us a chance to win as long as we keep playing hard and competing for 48 minutes. So that was a big win for us. Whether we were down 14 and come back, we needed this win. In some way, somehow we found to get it.
There was different moments where each of you and then Giannis and Jrue had big moments. So like Giannis had 14 points in the fourth after being in foul trouble, and then you hit that big 3 to put you all within 1, and then Jrue, caps it off with the game winner. What's it like to go to battle with guys that you each bring something different, and your skill sets are displayed at different points in the game?
Yeah, I think we gel together extremely well along with everybody else out there. But to have trust in each and one of those guys, if they have the ball, they're going to make a big play. If they don't, their best interest was for the team. It just didn't go our way that night or whatever. But, with us 3 having the ball or, making big shots, it just comes down to trust that we have in one another, no matter who has it.
How do you know whose moment it is? Like on that 30 seconds and you all get that turnover, like how did you know that you needed to score in that moment? How does Jrue know that he needs to take the game winner? How do you communicate that?
Some of it is just within the flow of the game. You kind of can tell, who has a mismatch or, who has, that flow to and that bounce that you probably should give him the ball. With the jump ball situation, it was the way we were lined up. I was trying to box out Tuck to make sure he didn't get it. Jrue and Bobby had the clear gap for the tip. So, if Bobby got it, I think he did. We knew that ball was going to Jrue and, just run our lanes and trust that, he's either going to make a play or make the shot like he did.
Khris, I know the game against Charlotte, Bud and Jrue talked a lot about the defense of Javon and DeAndre and just sort of what that meant turning offensively. You mentioned defense here. I think Bobby had a block in the third. You had a steal. Bobby and Wes had a key. That's the identity you want to get back to on that regular basis, right? Is having all 5 on the court play in that manner? Because it feels like maybe that's what maybe hasn't been as consistent at times.
Yeah, our defense has been, struggling, mainly a lot in that third quarter. We got off to a slow start again, but, to add guys like Wes, a couple months ago, Javon and DeAndre, they're huge for us to mess up the rhythm a little bit of the offensive team, picking up a full court, just making them work a little bit more than they want to. It helps us. It gets into their legs some, makes them, a little bit all over the place, out of sync. And those are things that, help us go on runs or help us stay within the game when we're struggling offensively.
Just how do you describe these games against the Heat? And you guys have played them the last couple of years in the playoffs, and I'm sure you guys are just like really familiar with each other. Just like how does that play out, and like what do you sort of take away from these games?
One, it's a fun game. I mean, you're going to get their best shot from them. They're going to play physical. They're going to be all over you and whatnot. and they're going to play a complete game. They're going to work you on offensively and defensively. So just stay locked in and just have fun with the game. I mean, that's really all I think we take from it. We get excited when we play teams like this because they're going to bring out the best of you. If not, they're going to try to embarrass you, which, you got to respect.
When you get that steal at the end and you're coming up the court, are you pulling up no matter what, or did you see something from Jimmy that made you decide to do it?
I'm just trying to buy time for Giannis, and